Hi everybody, it's me, Carrie. Happy Saturday. I am getting my tablet ready so I can see y'all. Y'all. I don't know where that came from. Okay. My comment section is acting weird again. So hopefully I will see as you pop on. Somebody popped on. Hello. Say hi. Tell me where you're from. Okay, so as promised during party week, I said I was going to show you the card that my husband was planning to make. Hang on, I'm having a little lighting issue here. I don't know what's going on, why it's so bad, but okay, there we go. It's the best lighting I can get today, guys. So I'm going to attempt to copy what he did, and then I'm going to show you what he did and his process. My husband is an artist. I'm just going to tell you that. And I'm sorry he's not here to show you exactly what he did, but we're going to give it a shot. So we're going to start with some Tahitian Tide. Is that the right one? Why can't I? You guys, my brain is, yep, Tahitian Tide. I taught a class earlier, and I took my slippers with me, but I wore shoes into the store, and I wore my slippers home. My foot hurts so bad, I can't even tell you. So I am going to call on Monday. I'm going to call my doctor, and I'm going to get it x-rayed, because it might be nothing, but you know, your foot, I don't know if you know this, but your foot has more bones in it than any other part of your body. Your foot has the most bones. So I think I better check it out. So I don't know when I'm going to get in, but I'm going to call on Monday, make an appointment with my doctor, and see if she can do the x-ray, because I don't want to go to the ER. I mean, it's already been over a week, and I just don't want to wait in the ER. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a piece of basic white on the inside of this card. I'm not going to stamp anything on the inside of this one. So I'm just kind of going to get it ready. And I can almost guarantee that whatever I do, hi Lee, thanks. I think it is probably broken. They can't do anything about a broken toe, but it's starting to hurt. Like if this is my foot, so my toe, the bruising is starting to go away, but this toe hurts, and kind of across hurts really bad. And then my other foot is sore also. So yeah, I did a number on my foot, and probably my whole body. I think I jarred myself pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put this piece of black on there, because this piece is going to get matted with the black. But there's no ribbons or anything, because I'm kind of trying to do it the way my husband had it, because he made a draft, which his draft is going to be much more beautiful than mine. But the whole idea was, I asked him, he's really good at looking at a stamp set and seeing things that aren't there. So, not that they're not there, but you know what I mean? Like, he sees things that other people don't necessarily see. So, this is a photopolymer set, so I'm using my foam mat, and I am going to grab a piece of the small grid paper. If you're ever looking for this, it's over where the Stamparatus is in the annual catalog, because it's made to fit in the Stamparatus. Okay, so now here is where he started. I'm looking at his sample so I can kind of see what he did. So this is what is this? I think it's So Saffron. Yep, it's So Saffron. And he took a blender brush, and he just blended a little bit across the bottom. Not a whole lot. I'm kind of looking at his to see what he did here. So just enough to give it a yellow on the bottom, which is unusual, because, you know, I'm going to put flowery stuff on here. So you normally would think of green. So when he said that, I was like, are you sure? Are you sure that's what? When you see it, you'll be like, yep, that works. So my husband is so good at thinking outside the box. So that's why, even though he can't share, that's why I really, really wanted to share this with you, because it's just, he's just so good at that. Okay, so now I'm going to take Balmy Blue, And you guys know sky, right? And we're so used to doing so much and then filling it with sky. Well, he didn't do that. So, and he mostly put it like in one area. It's kind of all the way across, but it is lower here. I'm trying to get more ink on there. Okay, so let me get this a little bit darker. I'm pretty sure that's what he used. And then I'm guessing, you guys, because he's not here to tell me what he did. He is off doing whatever my husband does when he's doing stuff. I always joke that when he's outside, he's picking up sticks. Hi, Amy. So now I've got a little bit of the Tahitian Tide, and I'm just going to add that in for a little bit. See how it kind of brightened it up a little bit? So Balmy Blue and Tahitian Tide in here. Okay, so that is the background. Now, he took, like I said, I am looking at what he did. He used Tahitian Tide. And this is the stamp, this is the main stamp set, Petal Park, which you know comes with a punch. It's a bundle. And he took the outline of the flowers, and he went like, I'm seriously trying to figure out what he did. Like that. And then, oh, that color does not look right at all. What is wrong with my Balmy Blue? It looks, or my Tahitian Tide, it looks very purple. Oh, I hope my husband didn't try to re-ink, because that would be bad. I know what it is. I used this in class, and it still has some red on it. I think that's what happened. Anyway, so that's kind of what he did. He started with that. I thought I cleaned these, but let me clean them again. Hang on, you guys. I want to make sure I don't do that again with this one. So I'm using my scrub, and I sprayed it and then clean, dry. If you've never used it, that's how that works. I love my scrub. All right, so now I am going to take the Tahitian Tide, and he did not try to match it up, which I found kind of interesting. Mine is going to look totally different. Not sure. I think he did something like that. And then he inked up those two and kind of went like that. That isn't quite, it's not as good as his. Just going to warn you, it is not. And then he took the Hello from the Warm Welcome. This is also a bundle. You might remember, I showed it a lot in August. Hi, Sherry. Who else said hello? I think that was Amy, but yep, okay. I showed this a lot in August when it was a pre-buy that you guys could get early, but now it's available. So I'm going to put the Hello right there, kind of at the top of where the yellow was done. And then this is all going to look very weird. Now, I can promise you that this part that I'm about to do, it is not going to look anything like my husband's. I guarantee you that it is not. Because I'm looking at that going, he drew that little stinker. But I'm going to try and do it with stamps. So, yeah, this is nothing. This is nothing like my husband's, but we're going to fake it anyway. Whoops. Hang on, I made a boo-boo. Should have used my Stamparatus. There you go. Okay, so now I've got that. And then I need to clean this, because I'm going to need it in a minute. All right, so I'm going to use that in a minute. And then he took, I'm not sure, my husband, I think I told you guys, he was using my blends instead of my markers on stamps. Hi, Jane. And he was wondering why it wasn't working. You can't color your stamps with blends and expect them to, like, ink. bumper stamps. So word of warning. So I'm going to see if I can recreate this thing that he did, which I promise you I won't. Yeah, that looks terrible. And then he went kind of like that. When you guys see my husband, you're going to be like, yeah, you know what, Carrie, you stink. I will not be doing this as a this or that, because this would be embarrassing compared to his that. So then he kind of sort of colored these in, I think. So we got that. Then he took, and I know he took the markers for these. He took the Old Olive Blends marker and he made stems. So he just kind of drew stems, and they were kind of everywhere. Oh, his looks so much better than mine. And then we're going to do one like that. Okay, those are terrible. And now this was interesting. He took and he made little knots. Oh my gosh, these are terrible. I don't know how he did it. Wait, you guys just hang in there and wait till you see my husband's, and you'll be like, holy Hannah. So take your time, play with it. But can you see how it kind of looks like the stem has little spots in it? So he did that, and then he added that little leaf that I used up here and then colored, and he put some leaves on here. Yeah. Yep, I do not have my husband's skill level. I can guarantee you that. Then he took, I think he took the blends. Oh, I wish he was here so bad. And he made a little body here of a butterfly. We have a lot of butterfly stamps, but my husband likes to be different. And he kind of made the antennae like that. And then he, I'm looking, put a little dot there and outlined, and then a little dot up here and then outlined, and then he made like little, it just is not the same, but it's getting there. It's getting there. But now you can see that's a butterfly, right? And then my husband calls this kind of work happy dots. He put some happy dots on the flower. His are much better than mine. So, but can you get the idea of the happy dots? I really just wanted you guys to see the idea of what my husband did. Now, this is okay. It's acceptable, but here is my husband's. Look at that. This guy has some major skills. So this is beautiful. So this is okay for an amateur, and I think if I, like, that is definitely too straight. If I played with it a little more, maybe I could have got it to look a little bit more like his. But yeah, so I guess my thing is, I'm saying because of my husband obviously has skills, but you know why he has this in the background? He said it was an accident. He did it, and then he realized he made a mistake, but this was his, literally he was playing. And so that's how it ended up there with extra stuff on it. And it's just, it's so pretty. So, so let's go ahead and just use his. And I am going to add a little bling to it because I'm 90% sure he was going to, because he had my bling with all of his stuff. And this has been sitting on my table for so long. But between having a cold and busting my toe, it's been kind of nuts. And speaking of all of that kind of nuts stuff, I am still working on getting this stuff ready to mail out from Prize Week. And those of you who joined Weight Watchers, it's on my thing to do. Some of it today and like Monday and Tuesday, and I know Wednesday I'm going out because I have an eye doctor appointment. And so my plan is to have everything ready to go. But like, see, that already looks so good. I'll keep this one here so you guys can see. Don't be afraid to do it though, because even though I didn't do a very good job on my butterfly, it's not horrible. You know it's a butterfly, right? The worst part was I didn't do this. He's got a nicer sweep here and better. He's an artist. So don't be afraid to do that. And then I need my take your pick tool. So I'm going to add some bling, and it is from the Iridescent Pastel Gems. This is in the it's in the mini catalog. And I'm just going to use the small ones because I thought about using the big ones on this big flower, but I don't know that I want to cover up his dot. But let me think about it for a minute. So I'm going to put a little one there. I'm trying not to cover up his happy dots because I don't want to. So I'm going to put a little one there. You know what I think I'll do? I think instead of putting it there, I'll put it up here on this one that doesn't have any happy dots. And then I'm going to put another small one with, nope, that doesn't look right. I'm going to put that one, thinking. I'm going to put it right there. And see, I'm trying not to cover up the happy dots. And then I am going to go ahead and I'm going to try a big one here. Let me see how that works. Let me see. Yep, that'll work if I'm careful and I don't cover up his happy dots. So, there you go. That is the card my husband was going to make for you guys and show you how to do different things. Now, let me show you. He has, I think it fell, hold on, just a minute. Where is that paper? Oh, here it is, I moved it. This was my husband's play. This was where he was deciding about the butterfly, and I had little notes for him to how to use stuff. Thank you, it is pretty, he does good. Here's where he was playing with it and deciding what to do, and then he made his sample, his prototype. But look at this. This was my husband using the milkshake, and he decided that this looked a lot like a tail of a whale. So he inked it, this part, and only part of this to make that, and then he did the clouds. These are actually, let me grab the milkshake. Here it is. So this was his whale tail here, but he only, when he used the marker, he only inked it up like that. And then the cloud is this. He used a marker around the edges of it just to get part of it. And then see, that is this one. And that's what I mean by my husband just thinks outside the box. He just thinks outside the box. And then he just drew little V's to be birds. Right? So think outside the box. I would not have seen a whale tail in this at all. I would not have. So think outside the box. You know, butterflies out of, I think he actually used one of these. If you look at my stamp, which I think is in here. Remember I told you he was using the blends and I told him not to? So I think he started with this one that he marked with the blends marker to do this. But I'm not sure. Because I wasn't down here. I just let him play. But anyway, that is my husband's brilliance. He's brilliant. Now you see why I love him so much. So if you go to Mega Meet, make sure you tell him how cool he is, because he is pretty cool. Okay, so again, there is still celebration. If you want to place an order, remember my Stampin' Up! Website is MemoryINKers.com. If you have questions, you can email me at MemoryINKers@gmail.com. And please use this hostess code, QC46T23R. There is a link at the top of my page to my Facebook page. Please share this video and comment below that you shared so you can be in the drawing next month for shares. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please pop over to my Facebook page if you want to watch me live. I do all of my lives on Facebook. So thanks, everybody. I'll keep you posted on my toe. And if I broke more than my toe, I'll let you know. But yeah, it was fun teaching a class today. Like I said, I wore my slippers because I was in so much discomfort. Anyway, have a blessed and wonderful weekend, you guys. I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.